And if you're like my children and most Americans, you're living from paycheck to paycheck. You know, you go to work, you work a week or 2 weeks, and you get paid. You know, and you use that money to take care of your bills, your house, your food, your children, and so forth. In the case of the senior citizens and most retirees, you know, you're living from month to month for your check. You know, the majority of the people that's retiring now still have to work because the economy is so screwed up because of the Republicans' inability and unwillingness to help govern the country to get things back on track the way they should be. You know, this Republican Party that we have, you know, and I posted one of these YouTube videos a while back. You know, the Republican Party has lost its rabbit-ass mind. I mean, this is just pure stone cold ignorance and destructive behavior. After all of these 4 years of just obstructing everything that they could possibly obstruct, now they want to take it to the brink of just breaking America down to, you know, 1929, basically, is what they're trying to do. You know, and it don't make sense. You know, you hear them talk about so many different things when you get to dealing with these people. You know, me, I've always realized that today's existing Republican Party is the old Southern racist ass people who converted over pretty much after John F. Kennedy and Lyndon Baines Johnson took over the government back in the 1960s. They all shot out, you know, after Johnson signed all those, the Voters Acts and the Civil Rights Acts and all of those things. You know, they bailed out of the Democratic Party. Black people went to the Democratic Party, and most minorities went to the Democratic Party, and they shot out to the Republican Party side of it. And their main objective have always been to destroy anything and everything that a Democrat do to improve our democracy. There's an old saying about in the Navy and in a lot of places, you know, this thing about we take care of our own. We look after our own people. You know, we look after Americans. Americans take care of Americans. We live together. We work together. We die together. We fight together. We do all those things together. You know, but this group of people in this Republican Party now have made a 180-degree turn from that. You know, and you know, I keep referring back to my book because I keep thinking about when I was sitting there and I was just beginning to kind of get to where I was well. I couldn't leave my house because of the possibility of getting infections and different stuff. And I had nothing else to do but write this little book that I took time to do. And I keep going back to that, you know, when I wrote that book, with the vision that I was looking at as far as our nation would be concerned. You know, and one of the things that really stuck in my mind is that, you know, after having lived with George W. Bush for 8 years and watching what he did over that 8 years, him and Dick Cheney pretty much ignored anything the government, as far as our Congress goes, and making decisions. He went to war on one occasion that was totally unnecessary. You know, he did that. You know, even though he might have came and asked the Congress to it, but he lied about it. He lied about it, and you know, it set a precedence for the Republicans, and that's all they have been doing is lying, and consistently lying about everything. You know, the health care reform bill has been nothing but a fabrication of lies on the part of the Republican Party, because they understand that if it gets into the society, people are going to like it because it's affordable. It's affordable. The idea that you can keep people hustling and working hard as hell and not getting anywhere, just clawing in the same area. You're stuck in a mud hole and you can't dig your way out. You can't dig your way out because somebody has their thumb on you. They're holding you down with the economy. You know, the price of food, all the commodities, the price of fuel, all of these things have risen. But the wages, the money that you make to live on, is steadily dwindling and getting smaller and smaller and smaller. You know, America have came a long ways, man. It's just it's one of them things that, you know, if when you live long enough to recognize and understand and have been able to see the history of this country, as you progress, as it has progressed to where it is now. And then you see people who are getting in the way and throwing up roadblocks and trying to stop everything, just freeze it in its track. Get rid of the government. Don't provide any services to the people. Deregulate everything and let those that got the money and the power and the ability, or vehicles and, you know, companies and stuff, let them just do what they want to do. Destroy the land. Dump waste here. Dump waste there. You know, spread toxic material. Go out and drill up every well or well in the world and just leave all of the remnants of it laying out in the open. It's intoxication of our nation, our water, our air, you know. That's what they want. One of the things I say in my book, Radical Republican Tea Party, is that the Republican Party is on this quest, on this journey to destroy democracy. Democracy is something that we all should value. We're pretty much the only country in this world that you can get in your vehicle and you can drive from one coast to the other coast, from south to north and all around, and go anywhere you want to. You don't have a lot of checkpoints. You don't have a lot of people out there fighting in the fields, walking around, you know, with violence. This is pretty much the freest country in the world, in my opinion. And I've been to a few other countries, trust me. You know, we have police officers. We have organized police departments. We don't have people walking around with automatic weapons on the streets all day and all night, visibly, you know, threatening the population. This Republican Party is getting into this mode of being a dictatorship. That's exactly how I see them. That's how I see this Congress that's happening with this government shutdown. I see them as dictators. You're going to do what I want you to do, and that's going to be it. That's just the bottom line. Even though we have a president, we have three branches of government: the Congress, the executive, and the judicial. And they just say to hell with all of that. You know, that's not important. You know, none of that's important. You know, the Congress approved the health care reform bill. The president signed it. The Supreme Court upheld it. It's a law. But to them, oh no, we're going to tell you, you're going to get rid of it. You're going to get rid of it because we're telling you you're going to get rid of it. You know, for right now, this government shutdown thing probably not hurting very many people. But believe me, that if it continues and it go much longer, it's going to affect you. It's going to affect you. And ain't no telling in what ways it's going to affect you. It could affect you in the form of our national security. It could affect you in the amount of services and the fuel and everything else that we need, food, transportation, all of those things. that we need to live every day. Yeah. You know, and you know, in a way I feel sorry for the people that support these Democrats, these Republican politicians and these Tea Party groups. And the reason I feel for them is because they have been hoodwinked and bamboozled. They've been bullshitted by these people who keeps lying to them, and they keep believing it. Now, if it's based on them not liking Obama because Obama's an Afro-American or black or whatever they want to call him, if that's the reasoning behind it, God bless them. God forgive them. God do whatever they got to do with them. Because they're going to be a minority. They're a shrinking minority in this nation. Get with the program and live. Be happy. Be free. Because this is the land of the free, the home of the brave. And trust me, we're all brave and we're free. There's one thing that I can say in closing this, is that I intend to stay free. I intend for my children to stay free. I don't intend to be living under dictators. You know, I heard a Republican congressman make a statement on television about a week ago when I believe it was Chris Hayes talked to him about democracy, that the United States is a democracy. He snapped back that the United States is a republic. It's a republic. I'm like, whoa. You know, though that word, republic, you know, and I understand that our nation is listed on the world map as a republic, the Republic of the United States. But that word bothers me because every republic I know have dictators. The Republic of China, the Republic of North Korea, the Republic of Iran, the Republic of the Dominican Republic. You know, all of these republics, they all have dictators. The United States of America is a democracy. It may be listed as a republic, but it is a democracy. Its government is a democracy. And some people better try to understand that before they go trying to be one party, one rule, one control. You do what I say, when I say, how I say, and why I say. I think the Republicans need to get it untwisted and try to get it right and get back to being a part of a democracy, the world's greatest democracy, the world's greatest country, the United States of America. Thank you for viewing my videos. God bless you. God bless America. And let's pray and hope that the ignorance of the Republican Party snap in half and people like Ted Cruz, Mike Lee, Rand Paul, all of these people just get the hell up out of our lives, go back into the private sector, go back to Texas, Kentucky, Tennessee, wherever the hell they from, go back and work, you know, get a job, do something, you know, be an eye doctor, be a lawyer, be a goofball, whatever it is you want to be. God bless you. Have a nice day. Ciao.